FRW. That plan backfired. It backfired heavy. Green, Kane surrendered. We got our asses kicked. What hurts even more than losing the War Games match is that I couldn't be there to save my friend. Somebody who brought me onto the team, who put trust in me. And that's Chronic. And now, because of the Joker, he's injured. Possibly for good. And there's not much I can do but continue moving forward. Now, I'm going to try to make light of all this, even though it's pretty tough to make light of the fact that your friend is injured almost permanently. You lost the War Games match. I don't know, but now I have to defend my Flatline Championship. Now, as you can see, this is the same belt that I used to jump Mikey with. Because of certain rules, apparently we are not allowed to take the actual championships with us. So, to me, I just didn't feel right being a champion and doing these videos without having a championship. So, as long as I am a champion, this will be the title belt that I have. So, currently, this represents the FRW Flatline Championship. And now I look forward to Night of Champions defending my championship against the number one contender, Xander Yamamoto. Xander, as I said before, you are somebody who I've watched for a while. And I know you like to take the look of the Power Rangers. But you see, you're kind of giving me vibes that you are trying to emulate one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Ranger of all time, Jason David Frank, a.k.a. Tommy Oliver. Now that I don't respect. Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank was my hero. And there are people who cosplay him. But that's cosplay. They don't try to be like him. Like you're trying to be. That I don't respect. And now you are the number one contender for my Flatline Championship. At Night of Champions, it's you and me for the championship. Now, normally I say this is a submission match. And it's going to be. But something tells me that a submission match is not enough. So I'm going to change the rule a little bit on ours. I want to make it definitive that I am the Flatline Champion here. So, how about this? You and me for the Flatline Championship. Falls count anywhere. Let's test out your will as a Ranger. Let's see if you got what it takes to prove it. Let's see what you got to take my title away from me. And right now, with the mood that I'm in, you're just collateral damage. See you at Night of Champions.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've had to reach out to Mikey because some shit's been going on, and oh, he's here. Mikey, normally, like, this is like a very, very rare case, but yeah, I've had Jackson Chronic calling us. Well, more specifically, me. Lazarus has just been off to the side, chilling, leaning up against the wall type shit. But I've had Osiris call me, concerned with your mental health, along with Jackson. This whole like Joker thing is getting a little out of hand, and now, and this is more specifically the reason why I've had to call you over for this. Ashley's reached out to me, and she's been sounding very, very concerned about your behavior these past few days. So I need you to explain to me, and also generally, I guess, the FRW crowd as well, what's going on? I thought all right, we thought you had this under control. You said that Joker was not to be a threat, and yet things are getting out of hand? Even with Ashley? What is going on with you and Joker around her? I get it, like FRW is just like a whole fun behavior, but what's going outside of wrestling? What is happening to you? Why are you slipping out of control? Why are you letting the Joker get away?
And one of this, another disappointed person in me. Don't want to hurt people.
And yet you opened the door for him thinking that this would be an easy task to deal with? What, you thought he would just come in, have his fun, and leave?
Yes, because that's what happened last time. You don't get it. It wasn't always the heel. It wasn't always front row. Sure as hell wasn't always the Joker. I was bullied in school. Before John, before you, before Osiris, before I was in wrestling, I was bullied. We're for this goddamn hand, for this long hair, for my weight. I was bullied. I tried to fight back, but I was weak. One day, I guess I had enough. I just blacked out, and when I came to, the blood, the chaos, that's when it stopped. I realized I could never let that side of me out again. Because it was him. That's when I was first introduced to Drew. Who said you could tell this story, Mikey? Just let me tell it. It'll make all the sense in the world. And it tells the first time you came out to play. Fine. Only because I want someone to know what he may be dealing with in the future.
Alright, Joker, we'll focus on that later. Let Mikey have the goddamn reins for once.
He's gone. For now, at least. I was bullied, and he took care of it. And I said, fine. If people decide to mess with me, we can figure that out. You can take care of it. Just don't go that far again. And I thought we had an understanding. But then XLW happened. See, John, for those who don't know, Jackson Chronic's real name is John Jackson. We tried to start a backyard wrestling fed. You know this much.
All right.
The reason why it didn't take off is not the reason we said. We said is because he wanted to book it like Ring of Honor. I wanted to book it like Vince Russo.
Oh.
That was the agreed upon reason to keep him locked in. The real reason is John and I would argue about who to sign, who not to sign, what matches to book, and booking styles. It wasn't as drastic as Vince Russo, but we did have differing booking ideas. That's why John and I originally agreed to have hardcore matches, last man standing matches, falls count anywhere, you name it, we did it in the backyard. We never filmed it because it was just between me and him. That's where the heel began.
Okay.
Because John and I had a silent understanding that we can do whatever we wanted to each other as long as it wasn't long term. And we knew Kane needed his Abel. The heel needed his Jackson Chronic, or Action Jackson at the time. Batman needed his, no pun intended, Joker. Superman needed his Lex Luthor. So on and so forth. We agreed that would be the top feud in XLW. Me and him, we could get it all out when the time came. That was our understatement. But then I started to get bullied again. And John, being a good friend, tried to help me because this was outside of XLW, but he wasn't going to stand for it. So he came out again. Once again, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, he didn't go away after that. He stayed and went after John. One final match. Ultra-violent Japanese death match. No shirt, no shoes, no socks. We went to war. I thought he was locked away forever. Then, I had one bad day when I lost the FRW World's Championship to V. Daniel. For some reason, me losing the World's Championship was enough to unlock his cell in here. I thought, if it means getting the belt back, I'll let you play. But on my terms. Clearly, he didn't listen. And now, John's laid up in the hospital. He turned on Osiris. You don't even like me anymore. And now, I'm hurting Ashley. It's his revenge tour to get back at me for keeping him locked up all those years. The only way this ends is by getting the World's Championship back. No one, I mean nobody, get out alive or stay in his way.
And how certain are you that even if you do get the belt, when all's said and done, that he's going to be gone? What measures are you going to take to get rid of him once and for all?
And that's what I'm scared about. I don't think I can beat him this time.
Is the title really worth the risk?
I have no idea. But it's my battle to fight.
All right. But if shit gets out of hand, measures will, well, we'll worry about it later.
Osiris, just walk away. As your friend, as front row, walk away. Tell him to stay out of it.
Well, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Cyrus, I know you've been wondering why I beat you up. Well, it's because I told you what the plan was for War Games.
What is that plan?
Nothing to do with you, Jimmy. But I'm glad you're here. Because your client, the brand new FRW World Champion,
That's right. That's
Scotty
right.
Colich.
Yeah, that's right. As I predicted from day one, ladies and gentlemen. From day one.
Okay. He's going to defend his title at the Night of Champions on December 26th. Because now that the Joker has full control of the body, want chaos. And the chaos I want, your man against V. Daniel in the rematch. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
All right, well, Joker, you might have full control of the chaos, but what I have full control over, other than my client, the brand new world champion, Scotty Colich, is business. You know what the thing I do best in this world is? Control this business. So, in the words of the best businessman of all time, fuck off, because you have no goddamn chance. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's a clown. My client's got this. You ain't worth shit.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by one Jimmy Riot, Osiris, I was telling you why I turned on you. I told you my plan for War Games, and that was to push Jackson Chronic off the top of the cage, which would have gotten us the win, but you decided not to listen. Which is why now at the Night of Champions, it's gonna be you and me one-on-one. And I promise you, you won't get out alive.